Now we're on to Miss Emma Littlejohn. She's going to talk to us about demographics and housing. What's going on?
So here we have one of the most beautiful scenic counties and land banks, if you will, in the state. And it's a unique opportunity for Chatham County to actually be able to do a planning initiative because we've finished this economic downturn. We're coming into a time when housing can adapt to the new population, the new demographics, and really provide a new product to all types of housing needs, all types of demographics. North Carolina.
When you say new demographics, what exactly do you mean?
Well, the Raleigh-Durham area is growing and is one of the most diverse populations in the Southeast.
Okay.
Because of who wants to be here. As a result, Chatham County will be influenced by that very international, global community that's moving here, not just from in the state and the United States, but from outside the country.
So basically the folks that are here already, there's going to be changes whether they like them or not.
They're going to have a lot of new neighbors, and it's going to be fun. And
Okay.
we have to respond to that with a variety of housing needs that will preserve the land, preserve the resources, and maximize the investment that the community is making. There are a number of different constituencies and groups working on the housing in specific groups for workforce, affordable, and low to moderate income housing and senior housing. And what's fascinating is that everyone has identified the issue. Now we need to translate that into a proactive plan that is efficient, that captures the essence of the preservation and the natural resources of this community, and actually allows for more housing diversity across the board.
And when you say housing diversity, what exactly do you mean?
Housing types. In this,
what's a type?
Well, typology. We have not had any new rental product built for a number of years. This is not a rental market. People are looking for rentals. They're not coming into Chatham County. We need a balanced community needs to have at least 40-50% rental to home ownership, and sometimes even more to have a more stable, broad population. Housing type that we're very familiar with is the planned unit development, such as the Briar Chapel, Chatham Park, and a number of other subdivisions. The home builders and the developers are changing their mindset because of how they have to build homes, the cost of land, the cost of infrastructure. So Chatham County has the opportunity to work with people that are developing and home builders to elevate the standards and to adapt to the new population and use the resources more wisely.
So is housing diversity one of the biggest challenges, or what are the other challenges when it comes to housing and demographics?
Well, the biggest challenge on housing is just cost. Land is a fixed cost. Materials and labor are fixed costs. Those are going up nationally, and wages are flat. So we have to come up with ways to have a wider range of housing with less resources.
And how does government regulation affect housing diversity and housing pricing?
Well, I have to answer this on what level? On a local level, which is where we're operating, we can inspire, we can instigate, and we can support planning and zoning initiatives that will allow the ability to build more affordable, appropriate housing for a variety of people. This really is a local issue for shelter and housing.
Okay, so what can local Chatham County government do to help the situation in Chatham County?
Well, they're doing exactly the right thing, which is you can't design and figure out the housing until you know where you're putting your transportation, your water, your sewer, your schools, the things that people in houses rely upon. So we have to work up and decide, okay, where are we going to put those resources, and then how do we maximize the expenditures and cluster our housing and use as much of those resources as possible in those locations so that we can have leverage those assets and get the most out of that public investment.
So demographics and housing, what you're saying is basically a part of the whole comprehensive plan.
Yes,
okay.
Absolutely, integral part.
Gotcha.
Very exciting time for this.
Thank you.